Hello, everybody. Woohoo! Happy Sunday. So glad to see you all. So glad you're here joining us for this amazing CDSS Kaleidoscope Virtual Camp Week kickoff in the Daily Antidote, at least. There are so many cool activities going on this week, and we are really excited to chat about them a bit and to see you at them. But one of the activities that will be happening all week is us, woohoo, here in the Daily Antidote of Song, singing all week long with new and old folks who are invested as we are in CDSS, in Pine Woods, and in the singing and dancing of traditional music, or singing of traditional music and dancing of traditional dances. So I'm super glad you've all joined. Happy Sunday and welcome to our special week. I want to say hi to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Everybody help me. Hello, Facebook Live. That was almost a Kathy B right there. And I want to say hi to the folks in the room. Hello, of course, to Hannah Shira Naiman, who is going to be our singer today. Hello, Hannah. Nice to see you. And hello to Joanna Wilkinson, who is in the room with us today. Thank you. Joanna is coming in from CDSS. Hello to Elvie Miller and to Dervla and Murrin, who are in the house with us today, coming in from Ireland. Great to see you guys, and we're going to be hearing from them later in the week. Hello, of course, to Aaron Geyer, and thank you for running the tech today. Hello, Aloysius, coming in from Mass, and hello to Deli, still mislabeled as Zoom user, coming in from Maryland. Hello to Bronwyn and Victoria, and Deborah coming in from Kentucky. Susan in Ohio, hello. Suzanne in Virginia, hello. Good to see you again. Hello, Jane. Nice to have you coming in from New Hampshire, where I will be in the next few days. Kate in Charlottesville, nice to see you. And Jim Harkless in the house, coming in from Maryland. So happy to see you today, Jim, and I love your shirt. Hello to Trish in Victoria. Glad you're here today. And Arlene in California, hello. Nice to have you. Shari, also in New Hampshire. Good to see you today. Julie, nice to have you today. I think British Columbia, although I'm not entirely sure I have that right. Nope. Julie coming in from wherever Julie resides, and Steve and Michelle coming in from, I'm not sure, and I don't remember, maybe it says Silver Spring, Maryland. And hello to Sheila in Florida, and hello to, is that Phil in Devon? Yes, I think it is, still wearing his birthday hat. Hello, Sarah in Texas, nice to see you, and Doug in Vermont, Susan in Seattle. Hello, Bob and Christiana coming in from Rockville, Maryland. Hello, Karen, coming in from somewhere. Glad to meet you. Glad you're here with us today. Bonnie in Idaho, hello. Jamie in Victoria. Archie and Hindi coming in from Toronto. Hello, glad you're here. Susan, Sean, I'm glad you're back in the house again today. Kathy in Virginia, hello. Nice to see you. Carol in Connecticut, hello. There's Storm in Massachusetts. Good to see you, Storm. Kathy in upstate New York. Renata in Wisconsin. Nancy's Irish Cow coming in from Washington State. Hello, Anne in Maryland. Hello, Thomasina, coming in from New York. Good to see you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Hi. Annette in California. Hello, Anne in Nashville. Natalia and Ida and Whitby. Some CDSS Pinewoods friends. Good to see you guys today coming in from Cambridge. Cricket in Maryland. Hello. Lynn in Connecticut. Hello. Is Darla all nice and clean now? That was fun to watch yesterday. Hello to Tom in Victoria and Carolyn in Idaho. And wait a minute. Doug, didn't I see you already? Doug, hello. And if I saw you already, you're now over here. Fred in Maryland coming in from the DC Labor Chorus. Anna in Maine, hello. Nice to have you with us today. Another Pinewoods person. And folks off video, Joni, Martha, hello, James Clement coming in from my living room, and Jane and David and Laurel and Amos, fellow Wesleyan grad, and Kat, hello. Good to see you all here today. Now let's all take a deep breath, because that's the point where I recenter and say the most sincere hello. It's so beautiful to see all of your faces. What a treat to get to smile and wave to all of you today. Thank you so much for joining us for the start of our Kaleidoscope CDSS Virtual Camp Week in the Daily Antidote of Song. That's a long title. And I'm going to turn it over to the amazing, well, actually, Joanna, I'm going to turn it over to you during the discussion. And right now I'm going to turn it over to Hannah for some song. Hannah, can you tell us just quickly about your song and teach us the chorus?
Okay, so I would like to share with you my new song that I just released on Friday to the world. And this is my first public performance of it. It's called Vinegar Pie. And Vinegar Pie is a kind of pie that folks used to make, or they still do, but it originated in the Depression era when resources were scarce and people needed to find substitute ingredients to make the kinds of delicacies that they wanted. So in the case of Vinegar Pie, instead of using lemons to make lemon cream pie, vinegar and nutmeg were used as substitutes. So I learned about this pie, this recipe, while Ontario was right in the thick of our vaccination shortages. And it just felt like the perfect metaphor to talk about what this year has felt like for us here in Ontario and for other people in other parts of the world, just feeling like, we're doing our best to live life sweetly and to have these joyful, happy moments. But it's tough, and we're using these substituted ingredients, and when the heck can we use lemons again? So that's a bit of the backstory of this song. So you want to learn the chorus next? With that, yeah. Okay. So why don't I just I'll sing it maybe, and then we'll just kind of review it line by line. We've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. So we sing, we've been feasting on vinegar pie. So we've been feasting on vinegar pie. Let's do that one more time. Next time I'll say it first and then sing it. Here we go. We've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go. But we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. But we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. So let's sing it all together. In the song, the first time through the chorus, it's year singular, and the other times it's years plural. So let's practice it year singular the first time through. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the year pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. Okay, well, I see lips moving and you look relatively happy, so I'm gonna assume we're good to go. Yeah? Okay. So here's the song Vinegar Pie. Back in the fall, circling round at the old dance hall. What I wouldn't give for you to swing me again, change hand over hand in the old grand chain. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the year pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. There once was a time we thought we had it made. We squeezed all of the drops to make our lemonade. And then the cupboards were bare and all the lemons were dry. Pulled out the recipe for vinegar pie. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. Politician with your big white lies, I don't see your family with no desperation pies. And we are waiting and we're praying that the end is nigh, but the sick are getting sicker and so many have died. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. Coming in slow. Coming in slow. Oh, help. Coming in slow. And yeah, we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. Coming in slow. Coming in slow.
Wow. Hannah, that was so much fun to sing. And so I love the lyrics to that song and absolutely cannot wait to talk about all the multi-level meanings that are going on in there. Thank you so much for bringing that to us. And I can't believe we're so lucky that we just got that as the first time you've ever sung it publicly. Let's all yeah, we were like the debut here. That's pretty cool. Can we start with talking about the meaning of it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so I broached a bit of that at the beginning, but yeah, just to expand a little bit, uh, what else can I say? Um, it's been a slow go here in Ontario waiting for these vaccines. When I wrote this song, we were in our, gosh, I don't even know what number lockdown it was, but it was one of the lockdowns, the most recent lockdown during the height of our second wave here. And it just felt like the news every day was just like, oh, this vaccine is not coming. This vaccine is, there's a problem with this one. Oh, and this other vaccine is canceled. And it just felt like, oh my gosh, how much longer are we going to be shut in here? And you all know this feeling. This is not a unique experience at all. But what definitely has been unique about this song for me is that I wrote it alone, which also was a thing because it was the first time I was alone in about a year. My my partner and my child actually left the house, and I was alone in it for one of the first times in an entire year because we haven't had childcare. So that was a special moment, and this song just kind of rushed in to fill that space. Um, Forgive me. I am actually right now in a bit of a brain cloud because I got my second vaccine yesterday. And so I kind of don't remember what I'm talking about right now.
So you were talking exactly eloquently about your song and about how it is that you found the space to write it. And I think it was actually a perfect sort of segue into the fact that we actually have Hannah here today, not feeling her usual self, and singing us a song about waiting for a vaccine. And like the whole thing is really just so interconnected. And, many of us in this room have already gone through the vaccine, first shot and second shot. And we know from the community talk in the chat and the ways we've talked together after the song is lots of people had a lot of different experiences. But the one experience we all had was that sense of waiting and that sense of sort of a change in life from the things we were used to having or getting, and then needing to figure out other ways to be. And in fact, that is in fact why we're here, right? We figured out another way to be in the world, another way to sing, another way to come together, another way to build community, another way to help others. That's the heart of the Daily Antidote. So this every once in a while, people come in with sort of Daily Antidote sort of theme songs. And I think today was definitely one of them. So thank you, Hannah, again, for bringing that beautiful song. So you mentioned that you just released it. Can you tell us about how we can find it?
Yeah. On my website is the best place to go. So my name.com, hannahshiranaiman.com. And it's been released as a single, but this single is hopefully going to be part of a new album. So if you download and contribute, it's your choice how much you'd like to give. But all of those proceeds will go towards making a full album, and hopefully that album will be recorded with real in the room musicians in the same room with me, please. Oh gosh. But this song actually was recorded everyone in their own homes, and we recorded our parts and sent it through. So
oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say before, and then I got derailed by my own brain. But yeah, so my website, and if you are on Spotify or iTunes or Apple, anywhere you get your music, you can stream it or download it from there. But my website is my preferred means.
That's great. Thank you, Hannah. So I think that lots of us in the room either have personal connections or have grown to love and feel connected to CDSS and Pinewoods over the course of these 17 some months that we've spent together in this room, having had a Pinewoods week really early in the DAS, was that what, April, May, June, July of 2020. Is that right? Well, whatever. It was July of some year. And we were all in here with Pinewoods for a week. We got to know folks. We talked about meeting there. I know there are folks in the room who are going to various weeks at Pinewoods this year. So shout out to all the folks that I may even get to meet in person at various times. Hannah, I know you have a longer history, certainly than I do, with Pinewoods Camp and CDSS. Can you tell me a little bit about your coming into Pinewoods?
I've been going to Campers Week at Pinewoods since the age of 7. So I really have grown up with that as part of my my annual experience. And for me, going to camp is really a all generational thing. And so maybe this is a good segue to say that because for me, children and being a kid at camp are so meaningful, I'll be doing a kids class, 0 to 6-year-old music class every morning during the virtual Kaleidoscope Week with CDSS. So if you have young children, every morning, 10 a.m. to 10:30, join me.
That's great. Thank you. And the link to finding all the CDSS activities is in the chat. The link is in the chat. And we're going to chat with Joanna for a moment about what else is going on. Joanna, can you tell us a little bit more?
Absolutely. So this week was born out of that moment when we weren't sure whether we could have in-person camps at all. And then as this developed and as we made the decision to have some in-person camps, we knew that not everybody could go to camp. And we wanted to have a whole host of activities just to go alongside our in-person program. So Hannah is leading a kids class. We'll be having an Irish Shano step dance class. We're having a transatlantic tunes class with Dennis Liddy and Kate Barnes. We've got a family dance coming up on Thursday night. Lots of activities happening, and we would love to see all of you there. And I can put the registration link in. There's still lots of time to sign up and attend Daily Antidote every day. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful time for all of us to get together every day.
Thank you, Joanna. And yes, Hannah.
There's one other thing that will be happening during the virtual Kaleidoscope Week on Tuesday evening at 7:30. I am helping to organize an hour-long, sort of like a camp gathering. And this was inspired by Campers Week. So some of the personalities from Campers Week will be there singing songs, telling stories, and just sharing space with each other. So please come to that if you can, 7:30 on Tuesday.
That's great. Thank you so much. And Elvie.
Hi, everybody. And I just want to shout out to the Pinewoods Family Week community as well. And I might just say, well, I think Joanna maybe didn't mention that Peter Amadon is running a virtual choir and Eric Shedler is running a virtual baking workshop. So you can find out more at the link posted online in the chat box as well. Those are going to be fantastic too. And I wanted to also, I'm just going to share the link for the Pinewoods Family Week Facebook group. And, Eric's workshop has been canceled. I didn't know that. I am putting a challenge out there to everybody here. But if you've gone to Pinewoods Family Week, possibly Campers Week, you'll know what I'm talking about. To make a fairy house in your own garden, yard, or at your house over the course of the week, and post a picture of it either in the Facebook group, the link is there, or you can email it straight to me if you're not on Facebook. And what I'll do is throughout the week, I'll share, if anybody has sent me pictures, I will share some of the in-progress pictures and some of the finished pictures at the end of the week. And so a fairy house can be made out of absolutely anything. It's usually found materials. It's usually outside, but it doesn't have to be. And just be creative. And at Pinewoods, we use the trees, the beautiful trees and the root system there to build beautiful little pockets of magic out of natural materials inside them. And it's really fun to walk down the paths and see all the little intricate fairy houses and wonder who lives there when we're not watching. So I hope that some of you will know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I hope you'll give it a try and have some fun and post a picture or send me a picture and we'll see what happens. Hopefully some magic will happen this week. So, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. I'll be seeing you later in the week as well. So this isn't the last you've heard from us over here in Ireland. Okay, back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Elvie. That was great. And on the fairy house thing, I was going to say that maybe between you and me, we can come up with a couple of pictures of fairy houses that we've seen at Pinewoods in the past and show them this week. So to help people get ideas of what we're talking about. And then maybe we can show some of the pictures we receive from folks, especially if it's folks who are coming in from the camps or from Daily Antidote. We can show those in here during one of the last days of camp. And there was something I was going to say. Oh, Elvie, I don't even know if I mentioned this because my brain is also fried. Elvie is actually co-hosting with me all week long. And so not only will you hear from them singing later in the week, but you will also hear from her saying hellos and goodbyes and other some fun things during the rest of this week. And while we're talking about this week, I'm going to try, because I forgot to give this to Erin ahead of time, I'm going to try and share my screen. Everybody cross your fingers. And survey says I think it worked. Here is our week for the virtual Kaleidoscope CDSS Camp Week. And it is actually, if you'll note, not a week. Our last week was a little shorter and this week's a little longer. We're running the whole week of what would have been the Pinewoods Family Week. So notably, one of the cast of characters that are least able to go to camps are the kids who are under the age of 12 and can't be vaccinated. So a lot of this week is directed towards the folks that we know aren't going to be at anything. So today, of course, we had Hannah. Hannah, thank you so much for being here, or having Hannah. Peter and Mary Alice Amadon, regulars in this room, plus Chinobe coming in tomorrow. We're introducing Chinobe to CDSS and vice versa, but it is also Chinobe's birthday tomorrow. So we're going to be celebrating Chinobe's birthday in the room. Eric Shedler bringing us some music on the 20th. Naomi Morse, who was in here during the Pinewoods Week, coming in on the 21st. Katie German, also we met last year during the Pinewoods Week, coming in on the 22nd. Alex Cumming, who we've met a bazillion times, and is a wonderful, amazing being and bringer of joy, coming in the room on the 23rd. Elvie and Dennis and Murren and Dervla coming in on the 24th. Can't wait to sing with you guys. And Katie Martucci, who will actually be in person at Harmony Week on the day of Sunday, is going to end our week live in person and most likely on the screen right next to me. And then, because I will be in Pinewoods from the 20th through the 31st, coming in live from Pinewoods this whole time. And the following week, after we end this week, while I'm at Harmony Week, we're actually going to be having a lot of Harmony Week musicians joining us from Pinewoods Live to sing songs with us. So hands up for an amazing collaboration, CDSS, in this virtual week and beyond. Now, I want to thank Hannah again, and I would like to ask Hannah if she would please, I don't know, can you just do the whole song again? Do you have enough energy, or do you want to just do a chorus and a verse?
Yeah, I've got it in me to do it one more time if you all would like to hear it. And I also just want to say I was able to look over at some of the chat messages, and thank you. Those were really sweet and definitely got me a little bit clamped, which doesn't take much today. Thank you for having me. I'm very pleased to be here and to see so many people who it's wonderful to learn that you've all been singing together during this time. So keep doing that, keep singing. And one day I hope to do it with you. I remember it well, it was back in the fall, circling round at the old dance hall. What I wouldn't give for you to swing me again, change hand over hand in the old grand chain. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the year pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. There once was a time we thought we had it made. We squeezed all of the drops to make our lemonade. And then the cupboards were bare and all the lemons were dry. You pulled out the recipe for vinegar pie. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help, and it's coming slow. obsession with your big white lies. I don't see your family with no desperation pies. And we are waiting and we're praying that the end is nigh, but the sick are getting sicker and so many have died. And we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help and it's coming slow. Coming in slow. Coming in slow. Oh, help. Coming in slow. And yeah, we've been feasting on vinegar pie, watching the years pass us by. And baby, you know that I'm ready to go, but we're waiting for help and it's coming slow. Coming in slow. Coming in slow. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hannah. That was really just tremendous. I don't know what it is about that song that's hitting from some other place. You know, all the different ways we've thought about the pandemic and talked about it and talked about our individual experiences and our collective experiences. There's something going on in that song that's hitting. I don't know, maybe it's the ways that it's tying it to our grandmothers and their own versions of having to have had to make do in some of the ways that we just did, and really clearly seeing that line. Thank you so much for bringing us that song. Let's all give it up again for Hannah Shira Naiman. Glad to have you with us and hope you'll be able to sing with us again sometime in the future. I'm going to say ciao to everybody on Facebook Live, but first just say in response to the question in the chat that I would be happy to give a tour of the Pinewoods camp one of the days that I am there to anyone who couldn't make my first tour that I did last month. So just shoot me an email. My email is in the chat here and in the comment section on Facebook Live. I'd love to take you around. The tour ends with me standing in the lake. So please come stand vicariously in the lake with me. And thanks again, Facebook Live. Glad to have you today.